All right, everyone, we're joined now by Cael Sanderson, Penn State head coach, coming off their 9th national championship in the last 11 years. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
We'll go to Mark in the middle.
Cael, congratulations.
Thank you.
Having now one national champ is quite an accomplishment for most teams. You had 5 in one night. You had 4 last year. So you've had 9 guys in the finals in the last 2 years. Every one of them have won. What does that mean to you and to your coaching staff?
Well, we're a team, but we're made up of individuals, so, we just, want to see our kids, same thing I say every time, but we just want to see them be happy and reach their goals, when they come to Penn State, and our job is to help give them, like I said yesterday, just give them the resources and whatever we can do to help them be the best they can be, and when it works out for them, that's great, It doesn't, most of the time. Right, so when it does, it's a special thing.
Right.
Cael, there have been nights like this in the past where you've said that it's hard to enjoy it because a couple people didn't maybe reach their goals. All 5 reached their goals. You gonna allow yourself to enjoy this for a certain amount of time before the next thing comes up?
Yeah, I mean, just the way my mind works, I'm always thinking, ahead. But I'm really happy for these guys. I'm really at peace, But yeah, I think there's always things we can do better, and so it's an ongoing challenge.
Stick on this side and then we'll go a bit left.
Cael, not maybe just not Max team, but anyone who does it, when they jump into Casey's arms, when they jump into your arms, can you just describe what's that like for you guys?
Yeah, just like I said, it's seeing them happy, and they just work hard, and you love your guys, and that the other teams love their guys too, and so it's just it's just, I don't know, it's a big deal. Obviously your heart's kind of with the other people too, because when we losing's hard and it stinks, and you feel bad for the other people, but you're obviously super happy for your kids, and it is just a sport, but just like anything in life. But it is important, and sorry, I'm rambling.
No, it's okay. I'm just trying to keep track of the questions. There's a lot in the queue here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Directly to the left.
Yeah, Cael, you have a lot of different personalities on your team, obviously, and a lot of talented guys. We had Carter earlier, and he's obviously probably one of the most confident wrestlers in all of college. And you got a guy in Max Dean who just gave some phenomenal quotes up here, and he's really humble on the podium. How do you get each of your guys ready in their own right to go out there and be successful on the highest stage?
Well, we just work with them the best we can as individuals, and yeah, I don't know if Carter told you, but he broke his hand in the end of January, and it was a deal where he needed surgery, but they decided to just rehab it and let it rip. So there's always adversity all the way up and down. That's how life works, and obviously it just kind of usually brings your strength out, sharpens the senses, and bring some clarity. But yeah, a lot of great kids, a lot of different personalities, kids from a lot of different backgrounds. That's what makes it fun, we have a lot of similarities though.
Cael in front.
20 years ago, you entered your career undefeated. Would you mind reflecting on that moment and what this tournament means to you?
You mean just the NCAA tournament in general?
Yeah, just the NCAA tournament, what it means to you.
I love this tournament. I love folk style wrestling. It's just I think it just represents the things that I value, at least. Hard work. Just you get knocked down, you get back up. You got to earn your escape. If you lay on your belly, you're going to be there a long time, right? Nobody's going to come rescue you. But I love folk style. It's fun because there's a lot of passion, and the universities are following their programs, and it's a great tournament. The energy here. I tell our guys, this is the most fun wrestling event in the world every year, and they think it's the Olympics, the World Championships. Obviously, that's more prestigious, obviously, but this is, as a team, competing as a team, always just adds a different element. I grew up, my dad was a high school wrestling coach, so team was always everything. My family around me was always everything, and I think you get to display that in college athletics, and specifically in, you know, college wrestling, just as, because you compete as an individual, but you're competing as a team. And when the kids compete as a team, they always do better individually. That's just the way, you know, eternity works.
Back right.
Whatever
There we go. Cael, Aaron obviously had a big win tonight, coming back from what happened at Big Ten. How much time did you work with him individually, and what were some of the things that you wanted to work on with him?
Very little. You know, he knew what he needed to do, and he made some adjustments, and he wrestled great. You know, great opponent, obviously. I mean, there's so many great wrestlers in this tournament. It's such a razor-thin fine line between winning and losing, you know, all the way through the bracket. So a lot of great competitors and great teams and coaches and everything.
Rachel.
Hey, Coach, congrats, first of all.
Thank you.
A lot of your guys have said that, you know, they're going to war with their brothers, and that word keeps coming up, my brothers, my brothers. Tell me about the culture that you have helped build and sustain at Penn State.
Well, I think that's, you know, culture is obviously everything, and you always want a stronger culture. But, yeah, I think these guys care about each other, and they compete as individuals, but winning as a team is a lot more fun. You know, I mean, you go win as an individual, but your team doesn't do well as well. It's just a different experience. So, yeah, I mean, we just have a great group of kids, and they're competitors. You know, they step up in these big moments, and they did this weekend.
Mark.
Yeah, Cael, two things. Is Greg okay? Because he didn't wrestle this morning for third and fourth. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because, I mean, it was looking like he wasn't going to wrestle at all, and he knew and he saw that, you know, he was a head-to-head with, you know, the team that we were competing with for the championship, and so he laced him up and went out and competed and wrestled great. So yeah, I mean, he was a little banged up, and he just got tough and went out and competed.
And one other thing, you got a few seniors that are going to be done after this year. What do you say to them? Because they've meant a lot to the program, I'm sure.
Good job. Right? I mean, we'll relationships continue on, right? You know, you just get the time that you're allotted and you use it. Sometimes you take advantage of it, sometimes you don't. It's all just experience. But you know, when your time's up, you move on to the next challenge.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate your
Thanks,
time. Congratulations again.
Recording stopped.